So, Susanoo. This is Susan. Say hi, Susan. Because this character is unleashed. This is a great character in the sense of the context that is Susanoo. If you guys don't know, this character came from BlazBlue Central Fiction, and he had a big gimmick that held him back in that game, meaning that every move that he did, he had to unlock it. Which means that he had a key mechanic where you do a combo, you get to, depending on the number of hits, that's where you pick your seal, and then you press the D button, or any move with the D button, and that unlocks that special move. And then the more you unlock, the more you level them up, or you unlock new moves. In this game, you don't have to do that anymore. You can just have every single move in his arsenal right from the get-go. And what that does is that makes him have a ton of damage. This is one of the highest... This character does so much damage. This character probably does the most damage. Like, okay, let me explain that a little bit better. The ratio of ease of damage versus how high you get that damage is the best in the game. This guy, I can literally close my eyes and get 10,000 damage. Easy. Easy. No timing, no nothing. You just press buttons in sequential order. So, I almost dropped my bottle. So, this character's really good. And because of this, he's pretty unga-bunga. He's pretty unga-bunga. Just like Ruby and other characters. So, he's really good. So, to kind of go over his normals now. Actually, let's go over his assists. His assists are very, very good. 4P, one of the best 4Ps in the game because of that range. Look at how freaking large that 4P is. It is ginormous. Look at it in all its glory. Look at how large that freaking 4P is. It's such a good anti-air, like burst punisher, all that, all the above. Just throw it out in neutral. No, it's not better than Naoto's. Naoto's still beats out for Susanoo's. But Susanoo's is still, I can probably argue that Susanoo's is like second or third best 4P in the game. It's so fast and it's so large. It's crazy. But for what it does, it's one of the best in the game. 5P, it's a combo extender, and they gave him the leveled up version of his dash strike, which has that last kick which props them up into the air, which is really, really good. That only comes out on hit though. If it's on block, it does not come out. So it's only one dash strike. So it's not very good on block, but it's ridiculously good on hits. Because you can, you can combo, you can do combos, you can extend them, all that good stuff. Next up is the 6P, which is his old 6A. His old 6A was a projectile like that. It sends them forward. Similar. It's very similar to Ruby's 6P. Like, extremely similar. Just not as... Well, I'm pretty sure that it's about the same speed, if not a little bit slower than Ruby's. But, yeah, it's really strong. And the only thing about this 6P is that it sends them flying. Look how far it sends them flying. So it's really good if you combine Susan with characters that can reach with 5A. So, it's faster? Oh, is it? Well, when I say fast, I mean by the time it comes out. I think it's the same by the same time as, when you initiate the assist to when he actually does the move. But in terms of projectile speed, Susan's is faster. Yeah, Susan is like almost instantaneous. He's on the screen, he hits you. Bam, just like that. Anyways, that's his assist. They're all very strong and they can be utilized extremely well. Pretty solid assists. They're not Yumi assists or Akatsuki assists, but they're really strong still. Let's go over his actual normals. First up is 4A, which is his old 5A. It's his fastest move. It's not super fast compared to the rest of the roster, but it's his fastest move. It hits crouchers, so that's good. Just to let you guys know about that. So yeah, there's that. Pretty quick. You can do up to 2 of them on hit and on block. After the second one, you start off your auto combo. Next up is 2A, which is a low. It's his old 2B. It's a low now. I think it was not a low before. So this is the first time we see this specific button be a low. And you can do 2 of them. You can chain 2 of them, which is nuts. It's got some pretty decent range. And of course you can combo into 5B and such. And yeah, 5A is his old 5B. It's a pretty decent normal. It's alright. It's not as great as I thought it was, really. But it's still got some pretty decent range. It's got some active frames as well. But it's no Mitsuru 5A. It's no Celica or Weiss or Narukami or Carmine. But it's alright. It's pretty decent. It gets the job done. That's 5A. By the way, 5A is jump cancelable on block and on hit, by the way, as well. So that's great. By the way, and so is 2A. Just to let you guys know about that. And also 4A. Alright, next up is 5B. And 5B is... Here's the thing with his 5B. This used to be his old 6B. But the thing is, in this game, they split up his old 6B. This used to be his old 6B. That right there. And it was plus 3 or 6 or something. I can't remember how plus. It was super plus. Which means that I have nightmares about this move. And to make it worse, they split it up, which means that you can now do a single hit of his 6B. And then you can press it twice to complete it. Which means that if you play BBCF and you play played against a lot of Susanoo, it's really hard to push block him because sometimes Susanoo players kind of just stop right there. And anyways, that's just me rambling. So yeah, that's his 5B. His 5BB. I'll go over that. That's his auto combo essentially, but it's really good. Next up is his... Oh, by the way, it's not jump cancelable on block. None of the hits are jump cancelable on block. But it does a ton... It's his best combo starter. 2B. His old 2C. It's really, really good. It's jump cancelable on block as well. Only the second hit, by the way. So if you only hit the first hit, it's not jump cancelable. But if the second hit is. And also you can combo or you can Gatling 5B, 2B. Just like that. If you need something jump cancelable when you do 5B. So yeah, that's a great... It's a pretty good anti-air. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about it. Next up is 5C, which is his old crush trigger. And it's pretty quick. It's punishable on block, so be careful using it. But it's really fast. So yeah, that's his overhead. 2C, which is his old 3C. It's double hitting, and it has a lot of range. Look at the range. At least the first hit has a lot of range. You can also, you know, like combo into special cancel it, all that good stuff. So yeah, and that hit is his normal. Oh yeah, and his jumping normals. JA is very good. I like it. It's got a good like 45-degree angle. Pretty strong. JB, it actually has 2 hits like that. But if it's far away or if the hitbox doesn't connect of the second hit, then just 1 hit will happen. Just like that. Okay? So there's that. And his JBB, by the way, is old JD. So there's that. And then old 5A is like JB. So JA in this case is JB and JA with the follow-up. So anyways, that's Susan. Oh, it's JC. I couldn't forget about that. It's Sonic Ball. Sonic Ball is super good because Sonic Ball on hits, you get the full animation and it has a lot of hit stun, and which means that you can use it in cross combos. It's really good in cross combos. Also, there's a way for you to actually combo off of JC, but it's extremely hard. Let me see if I can do it actually. Oh, almost. So basically, you take them up into the sky, and you do 4A at the very end. I almost had it there, but I didn't get the timing of 4A. But yeah, you can combo off of JC under certain circumstances. Oh yeah, so that's JC. Very, very good. Next up, we have his special moves. He's got a lot of them, so let's get this going. 236A is his dash strike. And he doesn't have a follow-up, by the way. He only has that single dash strike, so it can be really good with Akatsuki or with characters that have single-hitting projectiles, so you can combo afterward. So, like, I think Yuzu is another one you can also do because it wall bounces. And the timing of it's pretty nice. So, 236A is just a simple dash strike. Next up is 236B, which is Ground Viper. Now, Ground Viper is extremely strong. Here's why. Ground Viper, of course, you can jump cancel it on hits. Also, you can combo into Ground Viper freaking anywhere. Anywhere. It's also lows. All of this, that is all a low, which means that it's an extremely strong active switchable move. So if your opponent is blocking like crazy, go like that, all that, they have to hold it as a low. They have to block low. So you can set up some unblockables with Susanoo, that's for sure. Alongside that, it's also jump cancelable on block. Yes, it's jump cancelable on block. The only thing about this move is if you're playing Susanoo, be careful because between the actual grounded hits and the launcher, there's a big gap, which means that they can punish you. Let me show you what I mean. Just like this. See that? If they have a fast normal, they can punish you. Or they can grab you too. So be careful with this. Look at this. Throw. I can't do anything about it either. So don't throw this out willy-nilly. It's not super great, but it's still really good. Okay? So, because it's jump cancelable on block and on hits, you can do a few things. And this is where I'm going to actually take a break from the rest of the guide and tell you guys about jump cancelable special moves or jump cancelable super moves. Normally, whenever you have a move that is jump cancelable on block, you can repeat them. You can repeat special moves over and over and over. Like this. And what I'm doing right here is I'm canceling the jump cancel frames into another special move. And I'm just rinsing and repeating. You can do this with anything. Any special move in this entire game. You can do this over and over and over. Alright? It's kind of useless information, but I wanted to tell you guys about it. And there is one utilization to this. Because of the jump cancel frames, you can cancel this move into super. So normally, special move into super is only limited to Resonance Blaze. But with Susan's jump cancel frames, you can do this. Oh, wrong super, my bad. Bam, bam. Just like that. As soon as I jump up in the air, I do a super. It's instantaneously. And the way that I do it is that I basically just do a down while when I'm about to do the launcher, I do down all the way up. So if I'm doing like quarter circle back, anything with quarter circle back, I just basically go down, quarter circle, and then finish it up by ending it with up. I go from down to up in 180 degrees. Just like that. So yeah, you can do this with pretty much anything. You can cancel anything. Whoops. Yeah, you can do sword. Anyways, that's Ground Viper. That's one thing that a lot of people should know about. But if you don't, that's just information. Alright, so that's Ground Viper. Very strong move. Next up is this EX move, which is 236C, which is his sword. Sword is really, really good. Yeah, it's Tiger Knee up. Exactly. Sword is very strong because it goes about quarter of the screen or half screen. Yeah, it's half screen. It goes half screen. You can combo off of it. And it does a ton of damage and little to no scaling. What I mean by that is, look at the damage I'm doing. I just did 10,000 damage. It's really, really good. So, for combos, don't use it in the neutral, just combos. It's good for like converting like that. So anyways, that's sword, 236C. Moving on to his 214A. 214A is Sand Kick. Now this is really good. In BBCF, this used to guard break at a specific range. In this game, You can combo off of it. It's combo meat. You can insert it into your combo like this. Yeah, like that. You can keep comboing off of it. It's also plus on block. Oh, level 3. Thank you. Yes. Okay. And BBCF, it's actually, if you level it up to a certain level, you get guard break mechanics. But it's still plus on block. In this game, it's hella plus on block. Like, super. From last time I heard, it's super plus on block. So let me go ahead and set it to block. Look at this. Wait a minute. So I'm setting it to whenever he's out of block stun. You see that? That means that he cannot interrupt me at all. I will win every time. Do not press buttons on block. If you get hit by this, do not press buttons. I guarantee you, you're gonna get murdered. You're going to get murdered. So, that's Sand Kick. Only use it for blocks, block strings and combos. 214B is Electric Ball. Eleki Ball. That's what I like to call it. Eleki Ball is... Here's the utilizations towards this. You don't use it for combos. You use it for a couple things. You can nullify projectiles with this. Let me see if I can actually get Akatsuki to throw Fireball. Okay. Let me see if I can get a projectile out of him. Perfect. I can nullify projectiles. If it's multi-hitting, it's a lot harder. Let me see if I can actually do. It's a little bit harder, Okay, it can do those projectiles. If it's multi-hitting, it can. But there's certain projectiles that he can't. I think Hilda 5B, he cannot. There's a couple of other projectiles. Oh, beams. It doesn't stop. So yeah, like Hilda 5B. And like Lolly Beam and Zeodyne. It doesn't stop that. Anyways, there's a bunch of you. Just experiment with it. But regular projectiles that they can throw out, nullified. Just keep that in mind. Also, this move does a ton of chip damage. It does a lot of chip damage. And the longer you hold it, the longer the hit stun will be. Or the longer he keeps the ball out, I should say. So right now I have it to recovering health. So if I go ahead and just set it to not auto recover. I'm sorry, the health. There you go. It does pretty decent amount of chip damage. Just like that. So you can do things like if they don't push block. Look at this. It's a lot of chip damage. You can probably find other utilizations for it, but that's mainly what it's for. On block, just to kind of bait out push blocks, and for chip damage, and for nullifying projectiles. So yeah, that's Susan Electric Ball. Next up is 214C, which is God Press. It's a command grab that is a million frames of startup. If you get hit by this, that's your fault. That's your fault. You can combo off of this too. It takes you to the corner as well. So if you're at one side of the screen, you can go to the other. Kidnapped. And you can combo off of it. Just like that. Get a lot of damage out of it. But like I said, if you get hit by this God Press, it's your fault. Just saying. So that's God Press. It takes a meter, by the way. So that's that. Next up, we have... that's pretty much it, actually. Now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, that's it. You know, he doesn't have any air special moves or anything. The only air special move he's got is JC. Next up is DP. DP, very good. It reminds me of Ruby's DP. Or Weiss's DP. It engulfs him, so it hits behind him and in front of him. So it's good for nullifying cross combos and active switch shenanigans. So it's good for that. But it's not super great for anti-airs. Even though it does have a pretty decent hitbox above him. So... vertically, it's not the greatest, but horizontally and behind him, it's great. So, anyways, it's better than Adachi's and Neo's, is all I'm trying to say. So there's that. And that's pretty much it for his stuff on the surface. Oh, his supers, of course. His supers consist of two of them, of course. So he's got his sword super, which does not go full screen. It does not go full screen, but it goes 3/4 of the screen. Actually, it goes full screen. I'm lying. Sorry about that. It goes full screen. It nullifies projectiles. Projectile invul. It's invincible, and it's a happy birthday super as well. So, just to let you know about that. And then, of course, his other super, 214 BC, is his basketball super. And LeBron James. Of course. So, yeah. All that's left is to delete Akatsuki in a single combo. Do you want me to delete him? Okay, I'll do that at the end of the guide. But yeah, those are his 2 supers. Probably his best. This is his best for damage. Great damage ender because it's a single hitting or single person hitting super, I should say. This one is good for happy birthday situations, sniping out projectiles, and sniping out assists too. So if your partner calls an assist or if your opponent calls an assist, guess what he's about to eat? Either he has to spend resources to save Jin or die. By the way, it does not go through specific things, as we just found out. Never mind, it does. Don't worry about it. Just know that it's happy birthdays. Don't worry. There's some weird things about Susan in this game. We are good there. So, yeah, that's his supers. I'm trying to think of anything else that I'm missing. I think we're okay. Yeah, I think we're okay. So, let's talk about Susan for a bit, okay? This is the miscellaneous portion. Any questions, concerns, let me know. Susan, like I mentioned earlier, is a powerhouse. Powerhouse. He does so much damage, like I was mentioning. He's got fantastic tools to active switch as well. You thought Akatsuki was good? Check out Susanoo. This character has fantastic moves to active switch out of, such as Ground Viper, such as 2C. You name it, man. You name it. So many cool moves that you can convert off of because his conversion is really, really strong due to the nature of his... Oh, wait a minute. We didn't go over auto combos, did we? Oh, no. We didn't go auto combos. Let me go over the auto combo super quick. 5A. That's his 5A auto combo. Very good, especially that third hit. That hit right there, the third hit of his 5A auto combo is really good because if they're up in the air, you can bring them down with that auto combo. So if you do this, just like that. So you can utilize that 5A auto combo really, really nice. So anyways, back to reality. Like I said, he's got a lot of different moves that he can active switch out of. You got God Press. You got freaking 2C. Hold on, man. My bad. You got 2C. You got freaking God Press. That's right. Look at that. What the world? That was weird. That was weird, but... Holy crap, what happened? I don't know what's going on here. Anyways. Active switch God Press is kind of jank, but it's hilarious. You should do it every time. I'm just saying. Anyways, God Press. You got different things like freaking Sword. You can even do Sword active switch. Let me see it. Let me go back here. But yeah, you got all sorts of different things as well. Anyways, the character is an active switch monster. He's a powerhouse and a half. He's got some weaknesses, some cons. He's still a big target. A ginormous target that can get easily blown up by projectiles and by people that have large normals. So this character can suffer with top tiers, such as Mitsuru, such as Narukami, Carmine. Other characters that can keep him out in any way, shape, or form, Susan can struggle. But other than that, once he gets in, once you get that one hit, you explode, man. You will die. You will die. You will die. And to finish this off, is Akatsuki holding Susanoo back? Quite possibly. I think this is the one. Maybe? No, I don't think so. This is still just 16. 16-1 this time. Anyways. Very, very good. Very good. 16k. But be careful. Don't overestimate. You can definitely overestimate this character sometimes. He can get blown up easily by other characters. So yeah, that's Susan.